Hello guys, welcome back. In this video let's have a look on the Photoshop brush tool. So brush tool is a great way to paint things. So in real world you paint artworks or anything using a brush and ink, a brush or paint, and sometimes you use charcoal, you use pencil, you use pen. So you have different types of tools which are used to write. So we have all that options in one place, that is brush. So we don't have a specific thing like charcoal or like that. You can modify your brush into something like that. So if we explore this, we can get a better idea on what we are talking about. So right now I've choose the brush here. So brush can be accessed from the tool menu. I can also press B on the keyboard to choose the brush tool. So it's a circle what you're seeing right now, which defines the radius of the brush. So right now I've created a stroke which is of a particular thickness. So I can increase or decrease the brush size just by right clicking in the canvas. Then you have this option called size. So we have 90 pixels brush right now in hand. I can drag that slider and increase or decrease the brush. So right now I've picked 28 pixel brush, which is way thin comparing with the previous stroke. So every time using the right click may not be a option. You can also use a keyboard shortcut, that is brackets. You have close bracket and open bracket. So if I use close bracket, I'm increasing the brush size. If I'm using open bracket, I'm decreasing the brush size here on the keyboard. Okay, so you can start affecting the size of the brush like that. Okay, so I'll be showing all the brush sizes. So let me go with the highest, which is going to be 5000 pixels brush here. Okay, so when I reduce this, it became 4900. I'm using the keyboard shortcut. So it is taking an increment of 100 every time I'm pressing this button. So it happens till a particular level, that is 1000, 900, 800, 700, 600. So it's going down. Now after 300, it is doing an increment of 50 pixels. Now 300 brush is there in hand. Now when I just press the open bracket button, it is showing 250, then 200, then 175. Now it is 25 pixels decrease, 150, okay, and then 125, then you got 100, 90. Now it is 10 pixels difference, 100 to 90, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50. Now you get 5 pixels decrease, that is now it is showing me 45 size, 40 size. I'm able to read that brush sizes here. Okay, now it is 40 size. Now you got 35, you got 30, okay, 25, 20, 15, 10. Now you got 1 pixel decrease, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you got the least pixel, the brush size is 1 pixel. Beyond that you can decrease the brush size. That's the smallest size we have. So the brush sizes are ranging from 1 to 5000. Okay, so that's how you can control it. Apart from that, you can click this button here and then you can increase the size of the brush to the maximum of 5000, or you can decrease that. So this is brushes palette. You can bring that by pressing F5 on the keyboard, or you can go to Windows and then bring the brushes here. You could able to see F5 here. Okay, or you can this button, you get the brushes palette here to take an extra control over the brushes there. So that is the brush size for you. And the next important thing in the brush is the hardness. So if I right click, I get the hardness control. So I can reduce the hardness and then the brush becomes soft. and I can go all the way to 0 and it becomes extremely soft like a air spray or air brush. Okay, so if I want to make a soft brush with a keyboard shortcut, I need to press shift and then use the bracket signs. So close bracket is making the hard brush, open bracket is making it to the soft brush. So every time I'm pressing the open or close, it is taking an increment of 50 or 25%. Okay, so there are 100%, 25, 75, 50, 25, 0. So there are 4 levels in this keyboard shortcut. So I'm pressing this 4 times, it becomes hard. Shift open 75%, then 50%, then 25%, then 0%. Okay, so you got all that softness levels here. You can do that from right click, and also you can do that from the brushes, or you can use the keyboard shortcut, anyone would do. Okay, so we have the next option here for the brushes is the blending mode. Okay, I'll just take a red color, okay, and then paint a red stroke. Let me clear the canvas, make it hard. So I'm painting a red stroke here. Okay, now I'll be taking the green. Okay, now I'll take a blending mode of add. So the pixels are getting addition, I mean plus sign. So it adds RGB value of this brush stroke with the RGB value of the next brush stroke. So if I paint this green color, I'm trying to paint it half the way, then you should able to see that green and red which are getting added, and then you're getting yellow color there. Okay, so that's a blending mode. It's a mathematical thing which happens between the current stroke and the previous stroke. So you have multiply option. So when the green is multiplied by red, it becomes black. So you get that black color where the layers are multiplying. So blending modes are great way to paint, only if you understand how blending modes work. So every blending mode has got a formula to it, and that formula gets applied for the strokes here. So you can stay away from it if you don't understand it, and most of the times it is not really required. So I'm choosing the blending mode to normal back. So the next thing is we have opacity. So opacity is a very simple thing to understand. Opacity is the transparency. So 100% opacity tells it is 100% opaque object. Okay, so if I choose this to 50%, okay, then it makes 50% transparent. Then when I make it to 0, you don't get any stroke here for the 0%. So that's the reason the least number what they have picked is 1. Then you got 1% opacity brush here. So when you paint it 100 times, you get this color because every time it's adding 1% of the color. So I'll give you a shortcut way to access this opacity thing. That is, I'm going to press, let's say if the opacity right now is 50% and I want to access 100% opacity, I need to press 0 on the keyboard, and then that becomes 100% opaque brush. Now if you want to make it a 50%, just press 5 on the keyboard, it becomes 50%. Now if you want 10%, you need to press 1 there, that's it. 30% press 3, 80% press 8. So that's how simple to control the opacity with the keyboard shortcuts. But you might be expecting some odd numbers like 72 or 83 for the opacity. In that case, you need to press 2 numbers. That is, if I want 65% opacity, I press 6 and 5, and then it is 65% opacity brush. Okay, I want 73, press 7 and 3, it is 73% opacity. So that's how you generally control the opacity of the brush. And if you could see here, there is no opacity control for this in the right click option. And let me see the brush also. So in the brush tip also, you don't see the opacity thing happening here for you. Okay, so you can go directly to the opacity feature in the options of the brush. Now the next thing is this option here is pen pressure option. So what is pen pressure? Right now I'm using graphic pen tablet. It is a device very similar to mouse, but it doesn't look like mouse. It is a board on which you write. You will get a pen also, and a digital pen which doesn't have a normal nib. It works with pressure levels. So my pen tablet has got 8192 different pressure levels. So I'm taking this pen here, and then what I'm doing is I'm just adding the stroke lightly. So I'm not pressing my pen here hardly, so I'm getting this stroke. But if I press it hard, I get this. If I press it light, you get a very lighter stroke here. And you need not go for opacity to go for a transparent stroke. Just press it lightly and you get a lighter stroke. Okay, it is very sensitive. As I told, 8000 different pressure levels are there, so getting the same amount of transparency every time is not possible with your hand, because you're pressing your hand to the pen tablet. And that's very much useful for a digital painting artist. So you have the flow option. Now flow option is like when I'm let's say painting this, you should able to see the circle of this brush. Okay, so when I'm taking the flow to 100% versus when I'm taking it to less percent, the opacity of this brush is getting affected. Not only opacity, these circles are like released continuously when I drag a stroke. So the circle's density is reduced when I am reducing the flow. Okay, so if I increase this, you should able to see this. Mainly I think it is showing the opacity effect only, the amount of color. It looks almost like opacity, but the main difference you could see here is, let me choose 100% opacity flow stroke like that, then choose 50% or maybe 20% opacity brush, and then 20% opacity flow. Now I should able to see that clear circles in the flow, right? So opacity is not giving that kind of blend of every circle to other circle. So you can try using this with a softer brush. Okay, then if you keep dragging it several times, it's like a painter applying strokes gradually or adding color gradually. It's up to you how you wanted this to affect your final result, flow or opacity. Get your hands on with these two features and see what is comfortable to you. Based on that you can choose it. Okay, then we have this build up option. Build up option is basically if you could open the brushes here, there are different options here. Okay, there is a build up option here. Okay, build up option is mainly used for air brushes, so it just gives a nice blend, and that feature will be on if I generally switch this feature on there. You don't see much of a difference in the build up on or off. It gives you very similar stroke. You can ignore that. And then we have the pen pressure affecting the radius of the brush. Now what that actually means, I'm going to take a hard brush, okay, and then control the radius. So you got this stroke. Now when I switch it on, you should able to see the stroke is getting thin versus thick. I mean, it's based on the amount of pressure I'm putting here.